Well, Kev, 58-3 against the Pirates, that's quite a result today.
Yeah, obviously we've moved on a bit from last week. It was a great performance against Connacht and we've taken it up a notch this week, but most pleasing was defence, I think. We just didn't allow them to score. Again, I mean, we got an intercept try last week and clean sheet this week, so a lot of positives to take from that.
Obviously you've done a lot of hard work in pre-season and that, and you're seeing the benefits of that out in these two performances against Connacht and the Pirates today. I
think the benefit of what the conditioners have put in place is that we can play for 80 minutes at a real high tempo, and we've shown that today. We're scoring tries in the 80th minute, and that bodes really well for the Premiership. How much has the club moved on from your first spell at Sandy Park? It's unrecognisable really from my first spell when I started at the county ground. You know, it's worlds apart. And I think the great thing about the club is they've built on foundations, you know, and they haven't forgotten where they've come from, and you know, they've brought a bit of science to it now, and you know, it bodes well for the coming season. Building up now, we've obviously got Scarlets next week, and then obviously the big one against Leicester opening day of the season. Are you as players building your intensity week by week now? Yeah, I think the focus is to give it 100% every time you play. So it's not a we're not trying to gear it up. We want to give our best performance every week. So, you know, hopefully with more game time, the performances will get better and better. I think people will look at the scoreline today. Pirates were one of the sides that pushed Worcester all the way in the Championship last year. It'll make people stand up a bit. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm really surprised by the obvious difference from Championship to Premiership, but I think that comes with the experience of playing last year. You know, and the boys, obviously I wasn't involved, but they really fronted up, and you know, the club's based on a great work ethic, and it's obviously paying dividends. Looking at the two performances, Rob's basically done 34 players, I think it is, over the first two games, and that he's got plenty of food for thought this next week ahead of Scarlets. Yeah, I think if the club's going to move on, the squad has to be able to play. You know, everyone needs to be able to make a difference when they play, and everyone's putting their hand up at the minute, and hopefully Rob's got a few selection problems. You seem to have settled back in as well. You're enjoying life as a chief again? Yeah, loving it here, loving it here. Like I say, there's a lot of players here who I played with in the past. You know, they've been really welcoming, and I'm just really enjoying my time. Excellent, thanks Kev. Okay, thanks.